What do you think about being rewarded for dying? Instead of death being the end, it serves as a means of progression. Well, today we have something covering just that. You might have seen the title and thought, it's just another generic webtoon, but stay with me, because you might be in for a surprise.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done.
So, the story revolves around our main guy, King Gongja. He starts off as one of those guys that lurks in the comment section. Who can't relate to that? He's weak, jealous of successful people, and wants to be like them. He lives in a world with skills and a tower to climb, and he looks up to the top hunter, wishing he had a great skill to dominate the scene just like him. And we have some good news. He does get a skill, a legendary one at that.
Yes.
So what's the skill? Well, the skill is he obtains the skill of another. Sounds great, right? Yeah, well, we can't have it that simple for our guy. There has to be a catch. So the thing is, there's a little bit of an activation requirement. Nothing too much. You just have to die to the person you're getting the skill from. Yeah, a bit of a yikes there. So what does that mean? The skill's basically useless, right? How are you going to use the skill you acquired if you're dead? Well, that's exactly what Gongja was thinking, until he actually met the #1 hunter, the one he admired, and died to him. Yeah, it turns out this guy was actually a huge jerk, and our MC got in his way and lost his life as a result. So, is it over for him now? Well, first we may as well see what skill he got, right? Just for fun, right? Well, now we find out that the skill he got was one that revives him 24 hours before his death each time he dies. What a first skill to get. First he had the worst luck, and then he had the best luck ever. If this isn't a sign to never give up, then I don't know what is, honestly. Essentially, this man now made death into a gacha system. Like literally, the afterlife just became a loot box mechanic. Oh, you killed me? Joke's on you, I got your best skill now, dumbass. Honestly, making the MC strat to die is kinda genius, and you'll see the creative ways he uses this ability throughout the story. Because who's considering dying for progression? Speaking of which, let's not forget about the title here. Yeah, now you get it. It all makes sense now. This guy's been killing himself, but that wouldn't get him any new skills, right? True, but he still goes back in time. And I'll leave the rest either to your imagination, or for you to find out if you check out the series. Alright, so is this series going to be edgy for the sake of it? Nah, not even close. The character development with this guy is unreal. As we saw earlier, he started off as basically a loser, and gradually we see him become someone completely different. Like we've seen what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but have we seen what does kill you make you stronger? Yeah, I didn't think so. And not just stronger, but wiser. His ability also lets him see the trauma of those who killed him. He understands them and learns, always improving for his next run. Alright, let's talk about the power system because it's actually smart. Most webtoons have your elements or your sword skills, whatever. But since Gongja can copy skills, he can basically get an infinite mix of skills to use however he pleases. A martial arts legend as a ghost that makes you feel schizophrenic? Resurrecting people? Demonic heavenly god art? At this point, just name something and he probably has it. He literally collects tragic backstories like their Pokemon. Gotta feel them all, right? It's kinda crazy how a skill about suicide ends up being about understanding life. One thing that sets this webtoon apart is the supporting characters. They're not just yes men who are obsessed with how amazing the MC is. They have their own development and their own relationships with the MC, where he earns their respect and admiration. You've got a swordsman that's basically a cranky old man who hates everyone around him. A guy that looks like a girl and is also a psycho. And an ice queen that is captivating to say the least. You've got some webtoons that are all art, no story. Like it's basically putting a vintage frame around a crayon drawing. But this webtoon has both solid art and solid writing, which in the webtoon world is like getting a call from a Nigerian prince, and they're actually a Nigerian prince. The action scenes are clean, the character expressions actually convey emotion, and the paneling knows when to be dynamic and when to just let the moments breathe. It's competent across the board, which shouldn't be noteworthy, but somehow is. Here's where this webtoon gets good. On the surface, it's about a guy getting stronger by dying over and over, but underneath, it's about empathy, understanding, and what it really means to live a meaningful life. Gongja starts off envious and bitter, but through literally experiencing other people's lives and deaths, he learns that he's not the only one with struggles. It's like the author looked at the internet and thought, what if we made people actually understand each other instead of just arguing in the comments? One great thing about this webtoon that I can appreciate is the pacing. Like the MC doesn't just spend ages being weak and whiny. The growth is consistent and each arc builds on the last without feeling repetitive. It's not just a repeat of him using his ability to get new skills. Each obstacle requires some creative thinking from our guy Gongja, and he never fails to surprise us with his unique ideas. So, is this series worth your time? Definitely. It takes a premise that sounds edgy for the sake of it and turns it into something thought-provoking, covering empathy, growth, and the meaning of life. It's got solid art, interesting characters, a unique power system, and themes that actually mean something. Plus, the MC's journey from loser to badass is actually satisfying to watch. If you're tired of webtoons where the MC gets strong just because, or where character development is an afterthought, then this is definitely worth checking out. It's proof that you can have your edgy premise and delve into it too, as long as you're willing to actually put in the work to make it meaningful. So what did you think? Have you read it? Are you planning to give it a try? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more insights on webtoons and anime. Remember, if a webtoon sounds like every other series out there, it either is or it's something completely different. This one happened to be the latter. Until next time, keep reading or watching and keep questioning why we put ourselves through emotional trauma just for entertainment. Peace.